So there's this legend that's haunted New Jersey for over 200 years. A flying, screeching creature called the Jersey Devil. It's part cryptid, weird local gossip, and part demon. And every few years, someone swears that they've seen it. Footprints, screams, blurry photos. It just won't die. So today, I want to pull apart what's real, what's fake, and maybe figure out if New Jersey really cursed itself with the demon baby, of course. And it wasn't Mike the Situation. Let's get into it. So the Jersey Devil actually goes all the way back to the 1700s, which I appreciate. I like when it's a legend that goes back far. Maybe not to Jesus, but far enough. Now, in the 1700s, a woman named Mother Leeds, which like, okay, Mother Hen, Mother Goose, get a different name. Oh my God, I'm gonna get cursed by the Jersey Devil and the mother. Anyway, Mother Leeds supposedly had 12 kids, then got pregnant with her 13th, and basically said, screw it, let this one be a devil. For my ex-mother-in-law, it happened to be the second one, not the 13th. The story goes that the baby was born normal, but then it sprouts wings, claws, and even a goat head. And after it did this, it flies up the chimney, and the devil baby, demon baby, New Jersey demon baby just disappears into the Pine Barrens. So since then, people claim that this Jersey Devil stalks the Pine Barrens. This massive forest that's spooky on its own. You won't catch me in a forest late at night, I'm sorry to tell you, I won't be there. And in the forest, there are sightings of footprints, strange screams, and even accounts of livestock getting shredded. And not at Walmart and like the beef factory. And all of this is blamed on this one thing, the Jersey Devil. And the locals kind of lean into it. They're like, this is the Jersey monster mascot. We need one. Every state needs one. Now that you know a little bit more about the urban legend of the Jersey Devil and its roots, let's get into the actual, like, I want to know, is this real or not? Okay. Something that stuck with me, I guess, was the fact that Napoleon, yes, the Napoleon, not the one that invented the type of pastry that's delicious and full of cream, and the Napoleon, Bonaparte, or whatever you want to say. His brother actually has a claim that he stared down eyes to eyes, locked in with the Jersey Devil, hand on the mother trucking trigger, almost was like, I'm gonna take you out, but also, okay, it's Napoleon's brother. Like, are we expecting him to be completely honest about the story? He was probably like, please don't, please don't. And the devil was probably the one like, you know what, I'll spare you this time. It flew away quickly, and he claimed that he would be tracking it for the rest of his life and he would take the body back. And did he find the body? No. Is Napoleon's brother dead? Yes. Does anyone even care? Not really. And is the Jersey Devil still flapping its bat-like wings and flying around Pine Barrens? Yes, she is. Let's go do a deep dive online and figure out whether or not we think the Jersey Devil is real. Here is in r/cryptids about a year ago. Wanted to share my story about the Jersey Devil. The imagery in itself. Essentially, the Jersey Devil looks like this. What makes a good cryptid, I guess, is something that you can't really be like, oh, that's clearly an X, Y, and Z creature. For example, right, the Mothman. If you look at a giant crane at nighttime, in the dark, in the middle of nowhere in Illinois, you'll be like, okay, that, I guess I could see that being a Mothman type creature. This is why I think that this, you know, the Jersey Devil is a little bit more significant. So it isn't my story, but my dad's story. He says he saw the Jersey Devil around 1980 to 1984. Ugh, to live in the 80s. As a teenager, he used to stay out of his house really often. Okay, he had friends. Congratulations. He was at the roller rink. And a day where he was chilling outside his house like any other day, he saw a strange but incredibly tall creature with a dog head, a horse body, wings that make an incredibly loud sound, goat legs, and dog-like hands flying. He ran to his house really fast and obviously scared. He told my grandma and uncles, but they thought he was high or something and actually beat him. LOL. That's when I know the story's real. I'm like, if you're gonna say, like, that was the 80s. Years after that, my uncle also saw the creatures. They even said sorry to my dad after that. Me, bracket, encounter with the Jersey Devil. It was only about 10 at night. I was slowly drifting off to sleep when I heard what sounded like horse hooves outside of my window. I rationalized it to be the horse farm down the road, but then I realized the horse farm was 3 or 4 miles away and wouldn't be hearing hooves this clearly. I was instantly seized with fear, though I couldn't figure out why. I wanted to look out the window to look at the wooden deck just outside to see what it was, but I was nearly too scared to look. I eventually peeked out. I saw a large creature standing on my deck. It had bat-like wings and a pronounced snout. 2 horns sprouted from its head, and it had 2 smaller claws on its upper body with horse-like lower legs. It looked at me for a moment before beating its wings and flying away. I didn't sleep at all that night. Okay, that's not really actually giving me anything. This I loved. My explanation for the Jersey Devil. It is literally a deer on its hind legs with a bat on its back and a snake around its tail. And the comments are so cute, and honestly, is it bad if I steal this idea? But someone says, now I want a children's book where they are best friends and go on adventures together. But how cute would it be to make children's books of cryptids? I'm gonna look up New Jersey Devil real newspaper. Real newspaper. Like a Jersey Devil Press. No, I want to know, what are the actual... Okay, here we go. The Philadelphia Inquirer. Okay, how many things are gonna pop up on a news site? Like, the news is real... Oh my god, and it made me go to the homepage. Are you actually serious? Let's just go to what Napoleon's brother said. This is in r/urban myths. One of the earliest accounts of the Jersey Devil involved an exiled... Oh, sorry, bro. I didn't know that. Literally, bro. Joseph Bonaparte, who claimed to encounter the eldritch entity while hunting on his border town estate. Once the king of Naples in Spain, Joseph Bonaparte found himself in exile after his brother's empire crumbled. Seeking refuge, he arrived in the United States in 1815, eventually settling on a vast estate in border town, New Jersey. The Pine Barrens, stretching across southern New Jersey, were said to be home to the legendary Jersey Devil, a creature with glowing eyes, bat-like wings, and a terrifying scream that chills the blood of those who hear it. During one of his hunting trips to the Pine Barrens, Joseph Bonaparte was pursuing game when a strange feeling overtook him. The woods fell silent and a sense of unease grew. Then from the shadows emerged a creature unlike any he had seen. The Jersey Devil, with eyes that glowed like coals and wings that beat the air with a sound like thunder, stood before him. Joseph, taken aback by the sight, could only watch in awe and horror as the creature screamed, a sound that echoed through the barren trees, and then vanished as quickly as it had appeared. The episode is about the Jersey Devil. The host talks about the alleged Joseph Bonaparte encounter. Strange coincidence. What is it? Visits all South Jersey. Oh, and it has like hooves. Ninth and Arch Museum, caught and here alive. The Leeds Devil, captured Friday after a terrific struggle. The Jersey Devil, a tale of a viral story. If the freaking Philadelphia Inquirer has me freaking go to their thing any more times, I'm going to actually cry. A Trenton Times story on a string of Jersey Devil sightings in January of 1909. Over 100 dang years ago. The Jersey Devil's fame solidified itself in January of 1909 when nearly 1,000 reports came in from eyewitnesses throughout South Jersey. While testing cannonballs at Hanover Mills Works in the Pine Barrens, Navy Commander Stephen Decatur reportedly saw the creature and shot it. Talk about target practice. The cannonball blew a hole in the devil, but it wasn't fazed by the projectile. Strange tracks were found in fields, but bloodhounds allegedly refused to follow the tracks. The kids were fine with it all, though, because schools in the Pine Barrens were closed. Salem cab attack in 1927. The Jersey Devil fad died out for a while until 1927 when a taxi driver in Salem City allegedly encountered the Jersey Devil while changing a tire. The man told the police that a winged creature was pounding on the roof of the cab. Guess the Jersey Devil really needed a ride that night. Yeah, I've met a few Jersey Devils needing rides. After Jersey Devil sightings were reported in 1960, wealthy merchants offered a $250,000 reward for the capture of the beast. It's a lot of money. Give me that money. Wanted, rewards offered for the devil. In 1960, several residents of Mays Landing heard horrifying screams in the night. There was no explanation for the noises and people began to panic. Police hung flyers assuring residents that the Jersey Devil was a hoax, but a circus owner countered the appeal, offering a $100,000 reward for anyone who could capture the creature. No one received said reward. Devil in the roadway. Mary Ritzer Christensen told Weird New Jersey that she got the heebie-jeebies one night in 1972 when she spotted the Jersey Devil on Green Tree Road. Christensen was driving from Blackwood to Glassboro when she says she saw a towering figure crossing the road about 25 feet behind her car. She described the figure as standing taller than the average man with thick haunches like a goat and a huge woolly head. Also love the Amex ads. Like, okay, am I bougie or why are you sending these to me? Forest rangers are experts in on the wildlife that inhabits the woods they patrol, but in 1980, Wharton State Forest Chief Ranger Alan McFarlane saw something that both grossed him out and stumped his wild animal knowledge. A brutal scene on a South Jersey farm where a pack of pigs had been killed. killed. He reported that the backs of their heads were eaten and their bodies were scratched and torn. However, there were no tracks surrounding the bodies and no blood on the ground. In 1988, an Asbury Park Press reporter told the story of a Howell Township resident who claimed to have encountered the Jersey Devil 7 years prior. This eyewitness must have been up close and personal with old JD, because he described the beast right down to his large teeth. The image is from an early episode of the X-Files television series. It was set in New Jersey and focused on the story of the Jersey Devil. In the late 1980s, a group of friends went camping and riding dirt bikes in the Pine Barrens. While riding down a trail about 100 yards from camp, the bikes all stalled. One said it could have to do with terrain or the nearby power plant. However, as suddenly as the bikes quit running, the men heard a piercing, inhuman scream coming from the woods. When they returned to camp, those who stayed behind said they also had heard the screams. That evening, one of the men went into a local bar and told the bartender about the screams in the woods. The man informed the visitor that he had most likely had an encounter with the Jersey Devil. Now, from that, do I think really that New Jersey birthed a demon baby? Probably not. I need to look into these Philadelphia newspaper articles. I do love when it has early accounts. I love how the Philadelphia Zoo was, we're giving out a reward if you find the dang thing. And I love the whole Joseph Bonaparte thing. And I love how there were over 2,000 accounts and sightings of people seeing it. But do I really believe that the Jersey Devil exists, or do I think it was probably just a deer with maybe a snake around its tail and a bat around its back? I mean, but what are the odds that they're all friends, right? Lower than the odds that there's a Jersey Devil on the loose. Okay, mother lead. But anyway, so if you were even a little bit entertained and if you like paranormal rabbit holes, then make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can catch up with all of the new videos that we post on the channel, as well as the daily live streams. And I also post YouTube shorts as well. I'll see you there. Good luck sleeping tonight, and I hope the Jersey Devil doesn't kiss your little hole later. Hole? What?